What's up, ladies and gents? It is I, Zaire. Last time you heard from me, I was still a bit under the weather. I still have been. I caught something for about maybe 2.5 weeks or so, and I was feeling better. I thought I was almost over it. I had all those symptoms, and right at the tail end of that, while I was feeling better, I ended up catching something else. But luckily this time I think it was much less weaker than the first time. Some bug that's currently going around and all that stuff. So, I think I may have caught this at work, actually. Work's bad for you. Don't go to work. But, I decided to jump on today, this morning, and, you know, play some KI. Have a good time. I'm feeling relatively okay with some maybe like minor congestion that's still lingering, along with a slight cough. You may hear a awkward silence here and there, which typically means that I'm probably coughing. But other than that, I seem to be doing better. Me and my lady had a little bit of a date night the last 2 days where we kind of just gamed out. We've been playing something a little different that's a little bit even out of my wheelhouse, not completely, as I've played other games sort of like this one. We've been playing Dying Light, and you know, it kind of is a slow burn at the beginning from my understanding, and also I'm kind of a little bit confused with some of the mechanics, etc., etc. I'm just kind of letting her take the charge for the time being, and but it's been quite a eye-opening experience, as well as a kind of get to enjoy something that I haven't ever, or you know, in a long time. Dying Light is very much like a Left 4 Dead style game with some shades of Mirror's Edge, if you guys do remember those games. I played the first one, never played the second one, but I do hear that, you know, the second one is fun in its own right. The controls. The controls can be a little weird and kind of wonky at times, but I must say that, especially after yesterday, I think, what is it? Thursday night, or yeah, Thursday night. I believe I was having some trouble with regards to me feeling terrible. Felt comparable, if not slightly worse than the first time around that I got sick. So we ended up falling asleep relatively early that night. And I will say that even though I was sick, there's nothing like playing with you know, a lady. And I'm not, you know, I can't even complain that I was that sick, because it was fun while it lasted. You know, my actual sickness being, you know, around and all that jazz is kind of like an afterthought after that, since, you know, we get to spend time, and it had been quite a while since we actually got to enjoy something together. Outside of just watching something for maybe a few hours, etc., etc. My lady has introduced me to a few things that she likes, and I must say, I'm fairly surprised at kind of what's the experiences that I've sort of been having with her. So, anyways, with the short story kind of done there, without further ado, let's play some KI and see what we can do here. It's been a few days. Okay. Okay. He doesn't want me to get my instinct. I can tell that they're definitely playing. They're trying to play against a very particular style. Um, Nice. Nice cash out. Impressive. Nice. I felt the heavy coming out. I thought of ankle slice at some point when I saw the raw medium hit. I'm pretty sure there was a medium. I don't even know if that's a kick. I think it's a raw medium kick, like where he bashes the knees against your shins. Oh, you guessing slut. Nice. Yeah. My button didn't, or sorry, my shadow didn't come out. I was doing shadow DP and it did not come out. I knew he wanted to just sit there and hit buttons. That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. That was a nice block. I've been finding it like increasingly difficult. I don't know exactly what happened, or if it has to do with the connection, perhaps. Dashing away after Stomp while I have Crow's Dash has been not working for me for quite a few months now. I'm not quite sure like exactly how that even like started. I'm not even sure if it was a thing like where after the update it became sort of like inconsistent. There's been a few community members that I've spoken to that feel that the game is more inconsistent now more than it used to be, for example. So I'm a little confused as far as that goes, but yeah, it's kind of just one of those things that you're like, okay, well, I guess I have to put up with this because
Supreme victory!
I don't know about you guys, but like, I understand that Thunder can be a very oppressive, sort of annoying character to deal with, depending on the characters that you're using, right? But this character is something else to deal with that I can't say that I can't help but like enjoying seeing this character suffer. Back dashing in front of my face like that? Oh. Arya just get kind of like gets away with so much at even like a medium level. Like, for example, that person, right? It's not Extreme Zombie. It's not anybody that's trying to be Extreme Zombie. Because let's be honest, Extreme Zombie is Arya, right? You can't take anything away from Zombie. When it comes to that character, that's Extreme Zombie. He's so good with that character, right? And then you've got the other people below him that are, yeah, they might be able to take some games off of it here and there, or it might even be interesting to some degree. But it's like, I've seen what this character does to so many other people. So like when I watch, for example, let's say, I've seen Monsoon the Grappler, in case you guys haven't seen him, check him out when he streams. Pretty cool cat. Monsoon, I've seen Yami sometimes kind of struggle with that character, especially, it depends on who it is, but Yami, I've seen several people that struggle with Arya. And sometimes it's like the people that are like in that middle range to like sort of like peak range, but not quite at the peak. And it's so hard. Even people like I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a point in time where like, for example, one of the better players in the game, Latalis, seeing Aghanos get impressed by this character, and I know that even at some points, you know what, he's a human being. I know that he gets upset. I know that he, much like everybody else, it is quite annoying to face a character like Arya. For several reasons. It's not just one reason. It's not like they have like one thing. Yes, we understand that Arya gets, more difficult to use as a result of her losing her capabilities, her toolkit, and things like that. And you can even say like, let's not fool ourselves. That character's still strong in anybody that she has. Yes, she is strong. Great backdash. Unfortunately, it's overly fast. Great forward dash. We all understand it's a boss character. And the games must have variety and sort of stronger characters in certain matchups. To where I think this is like, even though we've been putting up with that kind of stuff for years, we've kind of have an understanding collectively as a community that the character is bullshit. But by that same measure, you could argue that those people within the scope of things, you could argue that they think that other characters are bullshit or that they hate certain abilities. Um, it's it's difficult to say that the game is unbalanced uh, in certain ways because the game is so crazy. There's a reason why so many people like this game. You can't even argue that it's like, well, the game's been out for this long. There's not that many people playing it. There's still a crap ton of people playing this. And it doesn't have to be like hardcore, like most of us that were like, man, I love this game so much. I play it. Sometimes I take my breaks, but then I come back to it because this thing's a whole goddamn lot of fun, right? You could argue that even those people are like hardcore in their own right. Um, but like the casual crowd that's on Steam, that's on Windows, that's on Xbox even. I have some buddies that they've been playing like other like single player stuff, kind of much like myself. In fact, just recently, one of my friends from long ago, we used to play Gears 1 back on 360. And, I think he tried KI at one point, and it's interesting to see kind of his perspective and kind of like what KI like was at that point. We didn't speak too much on the subject. That being said, the meta has shifted so much from the metas that were, season 1, season 2, season 3, and beyond, to like even today we're experiencing this game in a different way. Uh, you could argue that instant breaks or first frame breaks, whatever you want to call them, have shifted kind of how you have to play the game. More so now than ever, I feel like it's applicable to do those short combos. And that is a winning strategy, especially if you can keep it very mixed up. Characters like Floor come to mind, that sort of deal. So, whenever you see something like Arya just running amok and doing everything within her power to do these things, much like Idol, things like that, like it's just, it feels good to see those characters struggle. It doesn't matter whose hands they're in. At some point, you want to see that character just get beat down because it's just like, this is incredibly cancerous to some degree. That being said, it does spur competition. It makes people want to challenge. Firsthand and experience kind of what it's like to face and sort of improve on strategies, that sort of thing. So it's always good to see. Okay, I forget. Yeah, just sudden jumps. Sometimes you just have to represent. You're gonna teleport behind me? That's what we will. Oh, no instinct pop. I guess I just got it. And then you've got like the thing is too like you got like a whole new like spawn of like people that are like playing the game in such a different way that it may throw you off at times when you're playing sort of vets and stuff like that. And even the vets are throwing like new stuff in, you know. Stuff like that. And also, I like this game because it's very telling of how that person is currently feeling. And they hate the stupidity that you're presenting as much as they're doing it. The dumbassery, right? Like, especially when like they're doing like disrespectful stuff or like, you know, just dumb little things that are like netting them, you know, some positives. And you decide like, I will be honest with you. Like, there's certain people that you play, right? And you're just like, okay, I know how to play this person. They fall for this thing, even though it's the very same shit. They're gonna fall for it again. And then you just kind of, okay, well, let's do this. And they're trying to listen in on you. Dropping combos. Excuse me. Nervousness, anger. And these are sometimes some of your friends, right? Like, you try doing dumb shit, you know. We're gonna step away, let me run away. Like, it's very, like... I will say that there's certain points where it gets... This is, like, the base level, like, toxicity of this game. Where, like, people just doing really dumb, like, stuff that, like... Who does that, right? But there's gonna be those occasions where, like, you let them have it, or, like, you trip up. You might try your own stupidity. It's very non-consequential, that sort of deal. Especially if somebody like is really taking the matches seriously and they're getting upset, you know, because the disconnect is going to come from somebody really not giving a crap about what's happening, and somebody getting like hyper upset about it. Okay, you know, I'm mad that I'm getting beat up by this or that, you know, because it does happen. It does. Okay. He was still in between me, which allowed me to do a shuttle triple dance.